Welcome back to Powerland South Africa. I'm Chris Bishop. Now, the Capital Hotels and Apartments, in partnership with Discovery Health, has launched an isolation and recovery facility at the Capital Empire Hotel just down the road here in Sandton to help those who wish to keep themselves away from their homes and from the rest of the world during the COVID-19 outbreak in the interests of saving people's lives. Now, Mark Waxberger, the manager and director of Capital Hotels and Apartments, joins me for more on this. Just to start off with, just give us an idea of how hard this COVID-19 has hit your business during the last few weeks.
Chris, we've been absolutely decimated. We fall into the same category as the rest of the hotel business. We were going through months like Jan, February and March, which were really actually good months in our business, where we were trading at 80% occupancies just before the president made his speech, and that dived down to 10% occupancies almost instantaneously. What a lot of the hotel groups have closed as a result, but we have pivoted our business to isolate people.
What are you hearing in the hotel business right now? I mean, must be surely a lot of hotels, famous ones, preparing to go to the wall right now.
I think that you're going to see a consolidation of a lot of hotels. So some within a single hotel group. If you think of some of the big hotel groups across South Africa, they're probably only going to open one or two hotels in their area in each city, say, as opposed to the multiple hotels that they had. So there's going to be some consolidation, and of course there is a huge amount of layoffs and retrenchments, and the hotel sector is just going to try and ride out the storm until it passes. But I think it's a long storm because our borders are likely to remain closed for a long time.
Okay, and just give us an idea very quickly, I mean, how many people you had working for you a couple of months ago and what you've done with them now?
We have 550 direct employees and another 250 indirect employees. They all do still work for us. We've been fighting tooth and nail to keep them employed and not lay off. And what that means is we've been trying to find alternate sources of income out of isolation options mostly. And it's working a bit. Unfortunately, I don't think it's working sufficiently. But we will move to lay off at the last possible moment. We're trying really, really hard to essentially what I say is now I work for my people.
And just lastly, as we said in the intro, you're trying this self-isolation thing. So basically people are going to be referred by a doctor, presumably, for isolation, and then they come through their health scheme. How is it going to work?
So anyone who takes a test and feels that they're showing the symptoms of being COVID positive will come to us and isolate pending the test results, and then continue to isolate if they're COVID positive at the Capital Empire, which is just a pilot site of ours, something that we want to roll out nationally with other hotels. But it doesn't need to be referred to by a doctor. The point is, if you think you are COVID positive, either you actually are or you think you are, to go home to your family is just going to create a spread to your family. It's going to put more impact on the system that's already struggling. And so all we're trying to say is here is an option to isolate in an environment that has the best protection, mostly for our staff, because remember, people are mostly are COVID positive staying with us. And then we have other hotels of ours that are designated for, call it COVID negative isolation, i.e. people who are just trying to not contract the virus and not spread it between their families and homes and work. So we're offering both alternatives at the moment.
Okay, and presumably, lastly, your health, if you have a health insurance, they're going to pick up the tab, presumably for your stay.
Well, we are offering, because we've done this in partnership with Discovery, we're offering Discovery members a 400 Rand per night discount off what's an already incredibly low rate, really a rate that just keeps our employees going, quite frankly. But we hope that other insurers will come on board and support it, because what's the alternative is that more and more people are now seeing doctors and being admitted to hospital, and God forbid having even more severe cases. So I think it is a model that should be supported by the insurers.
Okay, well, that was Mark Waxberger, the Managing Director of the Capital Hotels and Apartments here in Sandton, who's come up with a scheme to help people self-isolate should they think they have COVID-19, don't want to go home to their families. So we're going to a short break now. When we come back, we'll be talking more about the new world we're getting to grips with, the world of COVID-19.